Our lives have become such bullet trains in today's world, isn't it? We are always in a rush, achieving our goals and targets. In this hurry, we have forgotten to care for our health. Lately, people have recognized the importance of physical fitness and have included it among the goals they aim to achieve. They go jogging every morning, join gyms, or trek on weekends. But what about mental fitness? Have you ever heard or seen someone do something for their mental fitness? Probably not. Don't you think that fitness is not only physical but also mental? Hello to one and all present here. I am Kanak Bhagwat, and the topic I'll be speaking on is importance of mental fitness in youth for a future-ready workforce. So first and foremost, how should a future-ready workforce be? What shall the youth of today be equipped with to be future-ready? Well, adaptability, continuous upskilling, digital literacy, critical thinking, EQ, teamwork, empathy, and management skills are necessary for them to be resourceful and future ready. But don't you think that stress management is also an important skill that one must possess in this fast paced world? According to a Deloitte survey, around 80% of the Indian workforce has reported mental health issues. Societal stigma prevents 40% from addressing the problems. 33% continue work despite poor mental health. Only 27% try to improve their mental health. These alarming numbers suggest the poor condition of mental fitness of the current workforce. Poor mental health impacts the employees as well as the organization. It negatively impacts the job performance, productivity, creativity, and engagement of the employees. It becomes difficult for them to maintain their focus and stamina. Quiet quitting has become a common trend among the employees who suffer from a lot of job stress and experience anxiety, stress, and depression. Mental fitness directly affects the overall well-being. Insomnia, high blood pressure, digestive issues, and headaches are common among the people having high stress levels and other mental problems. The impact of poor mental health of the employees is evident on the company or organization by the symptoms of high turnover rates, employees who frequently call out sick, and teams struggling to meet targets. All this affects the overall profitability of the economy. Let us consider a hypothetical case of two employees working in the corporate sector. A and B are working on the same project XYZ. Employee A is healthy both physically and mentally, has a good financial setup, and at present is happy in life. But B is facing some financial crisis and thus isn't in a stable mindset. Here, A is likely to be more productive, collaborative, innovative in ideas, and has reduced absenteeism. Whereas B, who's facing mental health issues and is having financial instabilities, is under a lot of mental stress and maybe depression too. Did you know, according to an American Psychiatric Association, depression accounts for 35% reduction in productivity. A person in stress and depression spends most of their time thinking about the past or future, but not now. This absolutely isn't the desired workforce that we aim to achieve. This situation of a mentally unfit workforce cannot sustain us well. And hence, training the youth of today, which is tomorrow's workforce, to handle stress and care for their mental fitness is of utmost priority. A mentally fit youth can be very creative. Nurturing of their potential and talent at an early stage may turn out to be rewarding for the future. A good state of mind and well-being can expand the horizon of imagination and thoughts. It opens up a broad spectrum of perceiving and comprehending things uniquely. It also improves our ability to cope with stress, think clearly, make thoughtful decisions, improve our relationships, and work efficiently. But did you know the youth is also under a lot of mental stress? We all know that India is the most populated country in the world, and so it has the largest number of adolescents globally, comprising 1/5 of its total population. A meta-analysis reports that 23% of school children and adolescents have psychiatric disorders. India also has the highest youth suicide rate globally, making suicide the leading cause of mortality among this population. And this rate is steadily increasing day by day. This is so horrific. The youth is faced with a unique dilemma today. They suffer from a lot of stress from studies. We all do. They face isolation, despite having poor mental stress. More time is spent chatting on social media platforms than actually having face-to-face conversations, which are more open. Peer pressure and substance addiction also impacts them. And all this deeply affects their mental health. A few commonly faced mental health disorders include anxiety disorders, depression, autism, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, post-traumatic stress disorder, eating disorder, and there are many more. But you might not have heard people talk much about their mental health. This is where the society's stigma comes into the picture. Mental fitness has been greatly stigmatized. People consider a person suffering with mental illnesses as somewhat abnormal. The people suffering from mental concerns are judged upon as attention seekers. The fear of not fitting in the society, being judged and excluded, often causes such people to hide their problems. Even when one might talk about consulting a psychiatrist or counselor, people start looking at them differently. Now, if I say mental hospital, I hope you didn't imagine something like this. This is what is generally shown in movies, and we all think about mental hospitals to be like this. But a mental hospital looks exactly like any other normal hospital. Did you know about the anti-psychiatry movement that claims that psychiatric treatments cause more harm than benefit to the patients? This is again due to the stigma that people have as a belief that there's no such thing as mental concerns. People often judge the people suffering from mental health issues as being lazy and cowardly. It is so insensitive to say such a stereotypical statement to someone who actually suffers from these problems. At times when I feel stressed and I share my thoughts and feelings with my friends or family, I always get the same kind of response. Oh, don't take stress. Just chill, yaar. Leave it. Now, if forgetting or not getting stressed was as simple as snapping your fingers and saying Chu Mantar, I would have done it much before anyone else could tell me. What people lack is awareness. They don't know what to do in situations of stress or depression. They hesitate to speak up and ask for help. A few simple methods we could adopt to care for our mental health could be meditation. Just finding 10 to 15 minutes every day to sit quietly and focus on our breathing can be very beneficial. Pursuing your hobbies. It's a great way to relax and do something that one enjoys. Trying something new, like traveling to new places, trying new foods, or learning a new phrase in some different language. Playing games like crossword, sudoku, or solving math problems helps the brain muscles to develop and keep it active. Reading is a great exercise to the mind. Being in nature. Nature has the power to heal deeply, doesn't it? Listening to music helps reduce stress hormones and makes us feel light. Speaking up. It's crucial to speak out your thoughts and feelings to declutter your mind from all the khichdi that the stress causes. Being optimistic, taking out time for yourself, and finding humor in life can help us stay motivated. With all the above mentioned factors taken into consideration, together we, the youth, can and shall build a future-ready, mentally robust workforce. Thank you.